Be honest. Have you ever Googled operation manager job description, copied in a few bullets, slapped on a title and thought, okay, this is what the person should do? I did that too. And I wondered why I was still the one everyone in the team slacked when something broke. The truth is most business owners don't design roles. They collect tasks and call them a job description. In this video, I'm going to show you how top CEOs design roles completely differently so the team actually takes work off your plate instead of quietly adding more to it. If we haven't met, I'm Dr. Shannon Irvin. I've been a business owner for over 20 years. I'm the author of the best-selling book, The 67-Day Year, and I've helped thousands of clients and business owners build what I call self-scaling companies, businesses that can hit their numbers and scale without the owner being glued to Slack and email all day long. So true confession, early on, I did this too. I copied competitors' job descriptions. There I said it. I'm embarrassed, but it's true. And I know you're probably doing that too, because here's the thing. At that time, I didn't know how they use their team. And I hadn't had a team fully developed yet to be able to know what should be on the job description, right? So it's like chicken and the egg, like, these people are successful. I'll copy that. And that's the job description that I should create because that's what they do. What happened in reality is that I Frankensteined them into roles. I hired amazing people, but they still came back to me for every decision. I had job titles, but not true and real ownership. Nobody really knew what done looked like. And eventually team members would drop out of just pure frustration of not knowing how to win, not being able to understand outcomes, and not owning their area. They were owning tasks that were still stuck in my head. Embarrassing, but true. By the end of this video, you'll have a simple 3-step self-scaling roles method to map exactly how to build job roles like $10 million business owner, what your business actually needs to get done, and group those into responsibilities and clear roles with owners. So every key outcome has a name on it that's automatically not yours. We're going to walk through 4 big pieces. Number 1, why copy job description keeps you stuck as the backup brain. Number 2, how to build a simple map of what your business actually does, turning that map into real roles and responsibilities. So who owns what is obvious. Using role charts versus title charts to decide your next A player hire and get real work off of your plate for real. So if you've ever hired someone and still ended up telling them how to do their job, it's usually not the wrong person. It's a role that is not designed for them to own outcomes. So what happens when we copy and paste job descriptions? Your job descriptions end up describing a fantasy corporate department and not your real 6 or 7-figure business. It's taken out of context for such a much larger place that doesn't operate like you do. And so there's a major disconnect going on between what is in the role that they said yes to what's in real life. So what does that look like? Tasks are vague, support marketing initiatives, help with operations. You're seeing me with air quotes if you're watching on a video. No clear outcomes, no numbers, no definition of success, no real ownership. So the results here is a new hire that says, I don't know what good looks like here, so I better just check in because I want to do a good job. So they're checking with you on every single thing. The CEO is still in every exception, answering every got a minute that comes up for the team member because they want to win. So until you design roles around outcomes and ownership, your nervous system will never trust the team and you'll keep grabbing back everything. Your brain legit will not let you delegate. And ironically, you'll have the proof that you shouldn't instead of the system that will allow you to. Big, big difference. So we're going to build your A player map. Before you write a single job description, you'll need to answer one big question. What does this business actually do every week to make money and to keep clients? You want to do a business brain dump. You're going to take one sheet of paper or a digital whiteboard, and across it, I want you to list everything that the business does. And I want you to group it under the following categories. Attract and sell. So that's marketing and sales. From attraction to engagement to actually closing the sales. Attract and sell. The next area is deliver and retain. This is how someone, from the moment they onboard to the moment they give that glowing review, how is it fulfilled? All of customer service. I want you to map it all out under deliver and retain. The next category is run and grow. This is, how does finance happen? How does ops happen? How does hiring happen? How does leadership happen? I want you to make it really, really concrete here. step by step. What does it take for this business to grow and scale and deliver in all of those categories? It is so worth your time to do this exercise because everything shifts from here. We're going to make it really concrete, whether it's run weekly sales calls, send invoice, film YouTube video, approve and create, one-on-ones with a team, etc. This is your system inventory. Every box is an area of responsibility. So now you see what must happen for the business to work, where tasks live today, and usually in your head and in your calendar. It's the raw materials that you're going to turn into actual roles that have owners. Big difference. So now we're going to group these responsibilities into real roles. Now we're going to turn that chaotic map that you just did into clear roles. So every cluster of work has an owner instead of whoever has time to do it. You're going to use Post-it notes here, different colors and shapes. I want you to circle everything you'd want owned by the same human in your current stage right now. So if it's a small team with multiple hats, that's fine. If it's a big team, that's fine too. But circle everything you want owned by the same human. Okay. So examples here might be content creation, which is outline scripts, record, review edits, thumbnails, or paid traffic, ad creative, campaign setup, weekly metrics, or client success, onboarding calls, check-ins. You get the ideas, right? Under these different categories. Now, rules of thumb here, group based on outcome, not random tasks. Outcome examples would be like book qualified calls, deliver program results, update books weekly. Each small cluster must be small enough that one person can realistically own it at your current headcount in terms of a team. One cluster, that equals one role. Each box inside, that is the role, responsibilities, and outcomes. Now you've eliminated unowned tasks that default back to you because everything on the map lives inside a role. This is going to change everything for you. So I want to talk about how this role chart versus title chart and really how to choose your next hire. See, job titles are for LinkedIn. Defined roles are for actually running the company. So list every role, each cluster, and who owns it today. Many names will repeat, and that's okay. On a small team, one person might own 2 to 3 outcomes. Totally fine. Now separate the chart. Each human shows up once with their main title and manager. This is for HR, reviews, and clarity, but it hides how many roles each person is really carrying. So now how do you decide your next hire? We'll look at the role chart and you'll find which roles are currently on your plate. Where are there gaps that are affecting revenue or delivery? Which one of these things drain you or don't need CEO level decision power? And see if these items are all in one cluster. Bundle those together into your next job that you hire for, because you're hiring for what the business actually needs, not some Harvard title. Got it? Okay. So instead of guessing who you hire next, literally you're going to see it on paper. Which roles are choking your time and slowing revenue in the business? And which bundle becomes the next position? This is true ownership. This is a self-scaling team. Your business stops defaulting back to you when every critical outcome has a clear owner and a simple number or metric attached to it. So the CEO system, your calendar and your week reflect your real role, not everyone else's. Your team system, each role now has clear outcomes and 1 to 3 core numbers and a scorecard and a weekly rhythm where they report red, yellow, or green items on their scorecard. And there's a profit system, money, margin, capacity, numbers roll up through these roles. So this week, build a simple process map and highlight just the roles that you personally own. That's your first time back opportunity. And if you're looking at this and thinking, this is exactly why my team still comes to me for everything, that's exactly what this process will fix. Today, you mapped out what your business actually does, turned that chaos into real roles with clear responsibilities and separated roles from titles so you can finally see who owns what. When you combine that with a simple CEO calendar, team scorecards, and a weekly red, yellow, and green rhythm, you stop being the backup brain and you start leading the business like a true scaled CEO. This is exactly what we work on live inside our self-scaling business diagnostic and the Scaled CEO advisory. Click the link below and register for the free self-scaling business diagnostic. We'll help you score your CEO, your team, and your profit systems live and see exactly where roles and ownership are breaking down. I want you to imagine 6 months from now, looking at your org chart and realizing every critical number has a name beside it. And for once, it's not always yours. Or if you'd like to dive deeper into how to learn to scale like a $10 million plus CEO, click here and dive into the playlist where I walk through all the 3 systems to scale. That's what I have for you this week. Until next week, bye for now.